Welcome to the Killjoy After Party.
Think the fun is over once you quit drinking?
Think again.
We have a booze-free beverage shop in Nashville, and we hear stories from our customers all the time about how much better life is after booze.
And we're excited to share these stories with you.
And since this is Nashville, you bet your ass
We're making it musical.
Yeah, it tastes like sunshine, like a real good time, lifting my mood and it brightens my day. Yeah. Gonna rise and go, no alcohol, get my sparkle low. Yeah. Gonna rise and go, no
I'm the expert when it comes to like talking shit on a hot mic. Nothing is ever off the record for me.
Ooh. We're going to get into some stuff. I just now looked at your bio, and when I saw the TEDx thing, that made me curious. So
Yep.
I Googled your TEDx, and I didn't watch the whole thing. I just started it. But I learned two really key pieces of information about you.
I used to have a British accent.
That you used to have a British accent.
Why did you lose it? That's the most adorable accent ever.
11 years in New York City. Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Forget about it, right?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget
What do
about
you
it.
know? Exactly.
And you said you were working on your PhD. Do you have your PhD? Did you finish it?
I have my PhD. I did finish it.
Wow.
But you're not putting Dr. Bale on everything. Why?
Yeah,
I would be going around like, it's doctor. I'm sorry, it's doctor.
Well, it's a weird thing because, I'm from Germany, and in Germany you can only call yourself doctor if you have a medical doctor.
Mm.
You can't call yourself doctor even if you have a PhD in any other subject. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Also, like, it rubs some people the wrong way. They think I'm like, I don't know, rich and like privileged and whatever. And I'm like, no, I just happen to grow up in a country that has free education system where going to college is free. And that's how I ended up accidentally kind of getting a PhD.
Well, I'm going to call you doctor.
Yeah, you are now
Dr. Bale.
doctor.
Dr. Bale.
Dr.
Okay,
Bale,
not that
Dr.
kind of
Bale.
doctor. I'm a computer doctor. Well, no, here's the problem. People are like, oh, so you're good with computers? You have a PhD in computer science? I was like, I did a PhD in theoretical computer science, symbolic logic. I know nothing about computers. I'm challenged when it comes to technology. I'm actually kind of a Luddite. Like I don't like AI, even though I have a PhD literally in a subfield of artificial intelligence. But it's really funny because my cousin, she's fucking hilarious. My cousin asked me if I could fix her computer, and I said, she's like, you have a degree in computer science. Could you fix my computer? And I said, no, it's theoretical computer science. She said, so theoretically, could you fix my computer?
How did you get the British accent to begin with? Did you study over in the UK?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was in England. So the TEDx talk happened in England. I was in Manchester in England for 5 years. And I guess also when you sort of learn English in school in Germany, you learn British English. So the pronunciation I learned, like I learned to say can't, you can't, instead of can't. Yeah. So you kind of like learn British English anyway.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We talked a little bit about you, but can you kind of give us your like brief story? Who are you?
That's deep, man. Who am I? I'm Dr. Sam Bale of Vernie. I'm from Germany. I spent some time living in England where I had a British accent, as we determined earlier. And I've been in New York City for 11 years. I started a business called Third Place Bar in late 2022. I'm the founder, CEO, COO, CTO, CMO, bartender, bar back, cleaner, accountant. I am Third Place Bar. I initially had the idea of starting a brick and mortar non-alcoholic bar But because my background is not in hospitality, I've bartended at some point in my life. I worked at a pizza place, but I've never owned or managed or opened a hospitality business. I figured I'll start doing pop-up events to kind of just like check out the space, build up an audience, have sort of like an idea of how hospitality works, how non-alcoholic drinks work. That was over 2 years ago. And I kind of just got stuck with a pop-up model because it's been really fun to do lots of different things. I've been hosting events pretty much monthly, 1 to 2 events a month. It's anything from parties to trivia nights to cocktail mixology classes, dating events, non-alcoholic wine tastings, wellness nights. So like anything just to get people together and get them to chat and hang out and have fun and maybe let loose, get a little silly, and just take alcohol out of the equation because I want to show people, that it's totally possible to live your life and have fun and be social without drinking alcohol.
How long have you been alcohol free?
Oh, I actually checked this morning, 850 days. So a little over 2 years and a few months.
Nice.
I don't count anymore. I kind of just like quit drinking. I had the idea of starting Third Place Bar and starting a non-alcoholic bar before I quit drinking. So I really just realized that drinking all the time, going out, socializing was kind of like wearing me down and wasn't good for my mental health. I just felt like garbage. And as part of kind of researching sobriety and non-alcoholic drinks and that entire space, I had the idea of just also stopping drinking myself, or at least like taking a break from drinking. So I did that. It was literally just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to stop drinking for a while, see what happens. And then after 2 months, 2.5 months, I was like, oh yeah, that was like the best thing I've ever done in my life for my mental health. And I should have done that a long time ago.
It's really interesting to me that you had the idea for the space and in like researching it ended up becoming alcohol free.
Yeah.
And staying that way.
And that's kind of also the whole idea of Third Place Bar is I'm not preaching sobriety. I'm not preaching, people need to be clean and sober and never pick up a drink ever again. I really just want to create a space for people who want to kind of experiment with not drinking and see what it's like and maybe build up that muscle to not drink and choose to not drink or be a mindful drinker in a very safe environment where there's just no alcohol and no one is drinking. So you don't feel like the weird one who's like picking the non-alcoholic drink or who's just like having a seltzer. It's just so much easier when no one's drinking. There's just no alcohol. Yeah. And then you can kind of build up that muscle and then take it out into, the real world and go to a bar and go to a club and be like, oh, yeah, I know what it's like to not be drinking. So I'm just going to repeat that.
So do you feel like at these non-alcoholic events, does the fun kind of occur naturally, or do you have to help people like get into the mood?
A little bit of both. I definitely put a lot of effort into, giving people fun things to do to kind of kick it off. There's conversation starter cards all over the room so people could like have conversations, just like, asking each other questions or talking about stuff. I really try to make it like fun and welcoming and kind of allow people to sort of hit the ground running rather than like, it's a room and you walk in and you kind of just feel really self-conscious and awkward. So there's a little bit of like a catalyst kind of, I think, that's needed. But honestly, like it's the same thing for like places where people drink, because if you start an event at 6 o'clock and everyone shows up sober and then they have a drink, the first 30 minutes are also going to be awkward. So it really doesn't make a difference, right? I try to like take responsibility for making sure people have a good time. I walk around. I'm like really like the hostess with the mostest. I say hi to people. I chat with them. I ask them how they heard about the event. I try to engage them. I try to like spot people that are standing by themselves and ask them, are you waiting for someone? Are you here by yourself? Awesome. You're here by yourself. Oh my God. Like, you and this other person I just talked to, you're both from Brooklyn. You should chat. I try and like make connections and stuff and just make people feel welcome, because I just know what it's like to come to an event and feel self-conscious and feel awkward. And, you don't have that liquid courage to kind of, make you loosen you up. But I want to show people that it is possible. And I want every single person who comes to my events to have a positive experience. And even if that positive experience is not like, oh my God, best night ever, but like, oh, okay, this was cool. Like, I enjoyed myself for like the hour I was there. This was nice. And then you go home and then, you're like, okay, I can do that again. And that's all I want. I want people to be like, I can do that again. Like, this wasn't too bad.
That's one of the things with the events that we do. Sometimes, they get, we have a dance party or we do karaoke, but most of the time it's just like a chill, kind of relaxed atmosphere. And that's like, to me, way more sustainable. So you go out and hang out and you're bonding with people and you're getting along and you're talking, and you go home and there's no like, I'm not tired, I'm not overstimulated, I just feel good. It kind of just like carries over.
I mean, my events, like, especially the parties I've been throwing at Hecate, and like, you guys know me, like, I like to party. Like, they were parties and they were pretty loud. I think people were overstimulated, like, depending on, the person, like, some people were probably overstimulated. But I host so many different events. Like, if that's not your vibe, you can also come to one of the wellness nights where it's a little bit more low key. I try to have like a varied program and offer some variety for the people like me who are the party girls, the party animals, who just want to be mindful drinkers or notice that it's like the drinking isn't good for them, or, they tend to like do dumb shit when they drink. There's this sort of like idea that once you stop drinking, like, you're like, it's 9 p.m. on a Friday night. I'm in bed with my face mask on, my 12-step skincare routine. I'm watching Netflix. I'm drinking a cup of tea, protecting my peace. And this is like your life now, right? And to me, that doesn't sound super appealing. I love doing that every once in a while because I tend to like go out a lot, and then having like every couple of weeks having this night at home where I'm like, winding down and relaxing is beautiful. But that's as a balance to me going out, socializing, staying out till 4 a.m, clubbing, whatever it is, because there's people who don't drink but still like to party. Like, we're out there. We're out there. We're like the sober feral people are still out there, and we need to have the partying. And it's just so much more fun when you're sober and you're surrounded by other sober people, but it is a little chaotic and loud and messy, but also at the same time, it's safer. No one's getting sloppy. Like, a sober feral party is freaking awesome.
For me, before I quit drinking, one of my big fears is that I would never be able to have fun like that again. Like that wouldn't be available to me in any way anymore.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you're doing that is amazing to me. Yeah.
Tap into that. And I think this really relates with you. Like, you are the sober feral people. You're the sober feral party people, right? Like, and I love that. Like, I love that we have that connection across, like, New York to Nashville. Like, some people just need that energy.
Amazing. So if somebody were listening to this who was thinking about quitting drinking, what advice would you want to share with that person?
I think my favorite piece of advice, even if this sounds extreme, is it is easier to just completely cut out drinking for a while and say you're just not drinking versus trying to moderate. Because when you're trying to moderate, you're constantly just trying to, do mental arithmetics, think of like, okay, I'm drinking tonight, I'm not drinking tomorrow. Oh, but then there's someone's birthday party and there, whatever it is, right? You're constantly just like trying to keep track and trying to like check yourself too. It's a lot of work, and making decisions like that is really exhausting. If you literally just say, I'm not drinking, it's easier for yourself. It's easier for friends, family, everyone around you. Just say like, oh, they're just not drinking, versus, oh, are you drinking tonight? Maybe you want to have one drink, right? Like, if you just say like, no, I'm not drinking for a couple of months, it makes it so much easier. So I think that would be maybe my advice, even if it sounds extreme, is to just like go without it for a couple of months.
That was definitely true for me. Because I always tried moderating, and it would be like, there's a lot of mental gymnastics and failure, not doing what you said you would do. Because, of course, once you've had a couple of drinks, your mind changes. Yeah. And so, for me, just quitting was so much easier.
It's so much easier. And I have a couple of friends, actually, that were struggling with moderating. And I said, like, don't take this the wrong way, but you might want to try to just cut it out completely and see what happens. And after a few months, they were like, oh yeah, this was so much easier.
So you went to Mardi Gras sober. What was that like? What did you do there?
Well, oh my God, I walked 20,000 steps every day. So I sort of combined like Mardi Gras with just, New Orleans, like sightseeing. And New Orleans is awesome. You know, we rented bikes, we biked around the park. You know, there's art galleries, there's museums, there's tours, there's beautiful neighborhoods. There's lots of breweries actually that have non-alcoholic beers or hop seltzers. Most dive bars also have non-alcoholic beers. So I was literally at a dive bar at like 2 a.m. talking to a very, very drunk young man. And I was drinking non-alcoholic beers. I was drinking Heineken Zero. You know what I mean? Like, it's totally fine. I really enjoyed it. But again, like, I'm used to playing it on hard mode. So it wasn't that hard for me because I was also just excited to be in New Orleans, to eat, you know, to see things. The city was actually less sloppy than I thought. I thought it was be a lot more, like a lot crazier. Even just walking down Bourbon Street on like the Tuesday, like Fat Tuesday, I was like, yeah, this is kind of a little crazy and busy, but it wasn't like, you know, complete debauchery.
Did you flash anyone?
I did not flash anyone, at least not intentionally. I was wearing short skirts and was probably like, my butt was probably hanging out. Let's put it.
Do you have a story that your like go-to story of something wild and crazy you've done while stone cold sober?
I don't have a go-to story necessarily, but I do have something that I literally just did last week. I was doing a pop-up for a non-alcoholic beer brand called Kitty Pig, which is a brand that was founded by members of the band Kitty, which is a metal band from Canada. And I was doing a pop-up for them at a venue out in like near Bushwick, basically where all the clubs are and all the parties are, at a new metal night. So I was at that new metal night until 1:30 in the morning. At 1:30 in the morning, I decided to like, you know, pack up and everything. And I remembered that my friend was DJing a drum and bass night, basically just down the street, a 10-minute Uber ride away from me. And I texted my friend and said, hey, Alex, I've had an energy drink and an espresso today. I'm very awake. I understand it's 1:30 in the morning, so no worries if it's too much to coordinate, but I have a bunch of gear from the pop-up. Is there any chance I can drop this off in the green room at the venue where you're playing tonight? And can I also get guest list? And my friend was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, like you're on. Just coming through the back door. Like, it's fine. So I packed up all my stuff from the new metal night, Ubered over to the drum and bass night, dropped off my stuff in the green room, grabbed a banana because I also hadn't eaten dinner, went onto the dance floor, said hi to my friend with my banana in my hand, ate my banana, and then danced at the drum and bass night. I looked at the watch. It was 3:15 in the morning, and I was like, wait, like Alex is closing down the place at 4. I haven't closed down a club in a while, so I might as well just stay out. So I stayed till 4 in the morning. At the drum and bass night, was one of the last people to close down the club, and I was in bed by 5:30 in the morning. And I did regret it the next day. I was not. I was unwell. I was very sleep deprived. I was dehydrated. I had not done a great job of taking care of myself, but at least I was not hungover. I mean, I felt hungover. You can get sober hangovers. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That is a very on brand, like Sam thing to do. Is like, I've had 2 energy drinks, like I need to go dance it off, and then just hit 2 parties in one night.
That was amazing. And the banana part, especially because bananas have kind of become a weird thing with Killjoy. And so,
really?
I mean, I laugh that they have adaptogens in them,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a nice
Well, it's also,
adaptogenic
like,
banana.
sugar, potassium, like it's good.
Yeah.
There's a reason why marathon runners eat bananas. It's marathon runners and people who party.
And
Sober
monkeys.
people who party.
Yeah.
And monkeys.
And monkeys.
And
I'm in
kind of
good
the
company.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in good company. All the same, really. Yeah.
Do you eat the banana the right way or the improper way? Because there's 2 ends of a banana. So the humans always indulge at this side first. But if you look at the monkeys, they start here.
That's fucking, oh my God.
They do it like that, and then they carry it around with this part. This is my mini research of watching monkeys eat bananas. And, just for you, because we're on the same team.
Yeah, naked banana.
Naked banana.
So weird.
Now
It's
what are you
so
going to do?
weird.
No,
I'm not going to eat it like
Well,
one
you
on the
didn't,
cob. Yeah.
I thought
Wow.
we're doing the podcast, and now I have to watch John eating a banana like
this
corn on
is
the cob.
disgusting.
I'm being held hostage now. This is like psychological torture now. Life on the podcast. Oh my goodness. This is
Imagine
gonna
my
be a
life.
great. Yeah, sure. Oh my god, you have to watch him like in the shop just eating bananas like that. Oh my god, you just send him like in the back and like, cause John, can you like do this in the storage room, please? Can you take your banana?
You know what? Honestly, we've just embraced it. It's become like part of our banana culture. What can
banana
you do?
culture.
Yeah. Dr. Bale, is there anything else that you want to talk about? Something you want the people to know?
Yeah, I mean the whole theme of the podcast, like life doesn't end just because you quit drinking. It's like I'm always saying, like it's like a Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz kind of thing. Like the magic was within you all along. You know, my favorite thing about not drinking is that you get so much closer to understanding who you really are and what you like, and whether you are a feral party person, like no matter what, or whether you are a, 9 p.m. in bed with 12-step skincare and whatever person, or whether like me, you kind of flip-flop between both. And I think that's really, really beautiful. I'm turning 40 this year, and I'm extremely grateful that I took that step to kind of get a little bit closer to understanding who I am, and what I'm like. And that's been an incredible journey. And like part of the reason why I talk about my own sobriety and why I provide the space with Third Place Bar is because I really want people to experience that.
That's amazing and beautiful, and in my experience, true.
Are we going to rapid fire?
It's time for the
round?
rapid fire round.
Rapid fire question, rapid fire round, rapid fire round.
All right.
All right. What's your favorite color?
Red.
What's your favorite animal?
Bunny rabbits, because I used to have a rabbit when I was in grad school, and he was the weirdest and funniest and most stubborn and most adorable little creature.
Relatable.
Most listened to genre of music.
Overall, over my lifetime, I would say probably like indie rock of sorts. Recently, over the past few years, lots of house music too.
Coffee or tea?
Oh, I am super sensitive to caffeine. I actually quit drinking coffee before I quit drinking alcohol. I have to stick with a decaf, otherwise I'm a crazy person. Like straight up certified crazy.
Do you have a nickname other than Dr. Bale?
Well, a lot of people for some reason call me Sam Bale. So my first and last name, Sam Bale, but like one word, Sam Bale.
Yeah.
What's your favorite alcohol-free drink right now?
I mean, it's always Pathfinder. I just like doing shots of Pathfinder.
Nice.
Favorite way to move your body?
Dancing, and then also running. Like running to music, which is kind of a form of dancing, I guess.
What's a book you recommend?
Maybe not favorite book, but book I recommend. Reading this right now. It's called How to Change Your Mind by Michael Pollan. And it's about psychedelics and how psychedelics can alter, cure depression, alter people's state of mind. I'm a firm believer in those kinds of alternative therapies.
What's your guilty pleasure?
I don't have any guilty pleasures. I don't feel guilty for anything.
Yes. All right. Do you play any musical instruments?
Oh, this is so out of tune. Yep.
All right.
Ukulele.
Really, girl.
Yes.
Poorly and badly tuned ukulele.
All right. We've reached the hour for singing.
Yes. Woohoo.
So basically, I just take notes of stuff you said and try to put it into like kind of a poem, and then John brings it all together in a magical way. I mean, the first thing was "All Hail Doc Sam Bale."
We need to skip the hail. I'm sorry, I'm German.
Oh yeah, okay. What else rhymes? Well,
without fail.
Without fail.
There's Dr. Sam Bale. She's bringing the party.
Without fail, it's Dr. Sam Bale, out of control, unmedicated, sober, feral, not in jail, dancing the night away, playing on hard mode. I like you said that a couple of times. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Pathfinder shots, and then I don't have another line there.
So I like without fail, Dr. Sam Bale, feral, something out of control, something play it on hard mode, dancing the night away, playing on hard mode. Essentially.
I'm not tracking, but you do you.
Yeah. Because I'm from the South, so all the vowels rhyme.
Wow.
I was like, I didn't get that.
So what was it? Play it on hard mode.
Playing on hard mode.
Playing on hard mode.
Can we play a little bit with the playing on hard mode, like the video game sort of analogy? Can we get something there?
Yeah.
What else you got?
Scoring high on vibes.
Ooh. No extra lives.
Yeah.
No
You only
extra
live
lives
once. You only live
needed.
once.
No extra lives needed.
No extra lives.
Gained a few extra lives.
Ooh, gained a few extra lives. I like
Because
that.
I quit drinking, I gained a few extra lives.
It also kind of rhymes with vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Gained a few extra lives.
Yeah. There you go. Not like end game, end boss, like wrap up the whole video game thing with like one more.
Something. What rhymes with mode?
What rhymes with naked banana?
Hard mode.
Carlos Santana in a bandana.
Love it. Like powered by bananas. What rhymes with banana? Powered by party banana. I just party banana. Just the word party banana. Can I just get that? No context.
Yes.
Party banana.
We could just shout
Party
that
banana.
at some point.
Carlos Santana.
Party banana.
Yeah, but can we get some ad libs? It's just like party banana, Carlos Santana.
Yeah. But yeah, we could do like Migos ad libs. Party banana, and you go
Party
pew.
banana.
Pew, pew.
Party banana. There's literally nothing that rhymes with other than bandana. Party banana, Carlos Santana. Wear that bandana.
Yes. Yeah, to me, the theme of the whole thing, the whole thing was to play it on hard mode.
Okay.
Like to me, that can be like the chorus.
Wait, how does this start? Can you go from the top?
Okay, without fail, Dr. Sam Bale, sober, feral, out of control, dancing all night, playing on hard mode.
Can I get a without fail? Here's Dr. Sam Bale. Oh, maybe the other way around. Here's Dr. Sam Bale, and without fail, she's bringing the. I want like she's bringing the party.
Okay. Yeah.
What rhymes with party?
Always farty.
Wow.
Always party.
Without the Bacardi.
Without
without the Bacardi.
Yes.
She's using the internet.
Yes. Rhyme zone.
So I wrote down it's Dr. Sam Bale without fail. She's bringing the party without Bacardi. So now let's go into just the playing on hard mode. What do we have after that?
Bacardi.
Scoring high on vibes. And then why don't we make... Okay, we're having two things rhyme and then the next two things. We're doing rhyming couplets.
Couplets. Yes.
Yeah.
So we need
Got it,
something
got
that
it, got it.
rhymes with playing on hard mode.
Found the cheat code.
Ooh.
Found the cheat code. So the second part, or this I think would be the chorus, playing on hard mode, found the cheat code, scoring high on vibes, gaining extra lives.
Love that. Love that.
Sorry.
So now
That
we
was
need
so
another,
good.
and then we have Party Banana, Carlos Santana, Pathfinder Bandana, which that can be the bridge.
That's just like ad lib. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Like,
a
that's the
build up,
bridge.
like a bridge for the build up.
I also liked when you said the magic was in you all along. So those are things
Yeah,
I
those are
things
all
I
cool.
noted
Those are cool.
that were seemed noteworthy.
This is the end of the song, and the magic was within you all along. Something
Ooh.
like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I do musical comedy. That's literally all I did during the lockdown was like write stuff like that.
So you could do this like
Yeah, that's the
1,
opener.
2,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Okay, and then we got Party Banana. Do we need something about it being naked? No. Carlos Santana.
Party banana.
How about Naked Bonanza? Pathfinder Bandana.
You know what rhymes with banana? Pajamas. Yeah, pajama.
Pajama.
Banana pajama.
Yeah.
Banana.
Party
Banana
banana.
pajamas.
Pathfinder bandana. Chill in your pajama.
I mean, I feel like I've really got this.
Yeah.
Party Banana, Sober Carlos Santana, Pathfinder Bandana, Naked Pajama.
Naked pajama.
I mean, I like it because it's weird.
Yeah. Those are my favorite jammies.
Yeah. Do you think we can try me saying the last line, the magic within you
Yeah.
all along. Can we try that?
Yes.
Because you can also take a break and then like point at me and I say, the magic was in you all along.
I love it.
It's Dr. Sam Bale without fail. She's bringing the party without Bacardi, playing on hard mode, found the cheat code, scoring high on vibes, gaining extra lives, party banana. Silver Carlos Santana, Pathfinder banana is my only pajamas. Carla, yeah.
Is my only banana.
You just go to sleep with a bandana. I'm doing that tonight.
Can I request a minor change?
Yeah.
The brings the party without the Bacardi. I don't like the Bacardi in there because it's very specific.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the word safari. Can we...
How about sober safari?
The sober safari, yeah.
Sober
Yeah.
Just bringing the party, a sober
Oh my God.
safari.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
try it.
Okay. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Drop the beat.
It's Dr. Sam Bale without fail. She's bringing the party. It's a sober safari. Dr. Sam Bale without fail. She's bringing the party. It's a sober safari. Sober safari, sober safari, sober safari. Woo. She playing on hard mode. Found her the cheat code. Scoring high on vibes. Gaining extra lives. She playing on hard mode. Found her the cheat code. Scoring high on vibes. Party banana. Carlos Santana. Pathfinder bandana. In naked pajamas. She a party banana. Sober Carlos Santana. Pathfinder bandana. In naked pajama. Yeah. And this is the end of the song. So never forget.
The magic was in you all along.
All right.
I mean, that's it. We don't.
Nailed it.
Nothing is perfect here.
Gonna chart. This is gonna chart. Put it on Spotify, man. We're going viral.
It'll be on Spotify.
Sober Safari. That's a good one. I like that.
Sober Safari.
It's a great title. Sober Safari. That's literally my life. It's
So
a
Sam,
Sober
tell the
Safari.
people where they can follow you.
They can follow me on Instagram at Third Place Bar NYC. Also on TikTok at Third Place Bar NYC. This is where I post all the unhinged stuff. So you should definitely sign up there too. Yeah, this is where like the stuff that I don't post on main goes. Like I'm unhinged on my TikTok. And then also sign up for my newsletter on www.thirdplacebar.nyc. You can sign up there and follow all the shenanigans.
And come party.
And come party. Exactly. Come party with the Sober Safari.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye.